Sometimes the reality of life makes it harder to accept what the future's holding for all of us. Higher force calling us, unexpected visits to the coroner. When tragedy, pain has befallen us, and as we getting older, you quickly realize that you have to be stronger than you ever been. Lifespan has to be longer. Too many people taking life for granted. Too much negativity.
All right.
What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, the Talking New York Chef. You already see what I'm rocking out here, that official LFC. You know what I'm saying? That lingerie fighting championship. I'm looking fresh out here. Listen, we're going to do things a little differently right now. We're actually doing the first ever LFC podcast. We're really excited about it. And Crooked Smile is taking it really serious. And if you could tell, my man is wearing a beautiful T-shirt. He got the pen ready, got his notes on the side, got the haircut looking right. My man is ready to host this with the mostest. Crooked Smile, what's good, baby?
Hey, man, I'm just trying to pull out my best, Josh Matthews impersonation as possible. Got not fully on the haircut and everything, but, got to have the polo on. I got to look official, man. It's first LFC show, all MMA, all MMA, man. Got to go all out for it, showing it's official. So you ready to get into this? Since you want to get all on my polo and everything.
No, listen, you look professional. I look, you know what I'm saying? I do what I do out here. I look money out here.
All right, so we're gonna kick it off. The first LFC we're gonna kick off with is lfc28. It's from Las Vegas, and you do have the venue. You wrote the venue down, and I didn't, unfortunately. So
yes, sir. It's gonna be. Well, actually, let me just get that out the way so we don't have to worry about it, because this was a rooftop event. It was last minute. This was on the Seamless nightclub in Las Vegas, and it's called Sindependence Day, 4th of July.
There you are. Boom. And I'm sure if you guys want to watch this, you can all watch it at the lfc.com. I believe it's lingeriefc.com. If you guys want to watch it, it's membership. We got memberships. It's great content. I'll give it that. They have exposed. They have behind the scenes stuff. They have the fights. It's definitely worth the money if you guys want to go check it out. We'll definitely leave the link in the bio, so be ready for that. So we're going to kick it off. It was actually Shea Golden coming in at a record of 0-0 versus Gypsy Top Shelf Bay, also with a record of 0-0. Unfortunately, Shea Golden did not show up for this event. She was replaced by a selected person, per se. We're not really selected. This person just came in. Gypsy Top Shelf Bay had an option of choosing anybody. She could have even chosen somebody from the crowd. And not going to lie, I would have definitely went in the ring with Gypsy Bay, without a doubt, if given the opportunity. But crazy enough, Jolene Valkyrie Hex shows up after being suspended for 2 shows from the LFC and takes on Gypsy Top Shelf Bay. So, Chef, go ahead and let us know how you feel about this.
You know what? I didn't know why somebody who has not debuted, never done something like this, would just openly be like, anybody in the crowd that wants it, let's get it. Now, I do know that, she did say she was feeling herself and the adrenaline was going and she was ready to fight and all that good stuff. Unfortunately for her, Jolene.
I don't want to cut you off or anything, but it's actually an official rule of LFC. It's an official rule that if your opponent doesn't show up, that you can actually handpick an opponent or you can choose anybody that you want to face, just so you know. It's just not her herself, but she should have declined this one.
What she should have done was scan the audience, pick the biggest herb you could find, that person don't know how to fight, let's do it. You know what I mean? She let it be open. The reigning European champion, Jolene the Valkyrie Hex, comes in the ring. Not only does she rip off her jacket and throw her hat to the side, she kind of gives the stink eye to Holly the Lotus Mai, who is the LFC president. And she was looking very festive. Let me add that. She was very festive for the 4th of July.
She's very festive with very not much on. We'll say that. Very festive, though. Very festive.
Very festive. And I when I first seen the gypsy run across and do her like kung fu like kick, I was like, oh, she's about to kick the snot out of her. And then it hit the Valkyrie, and she looked at it like, what is this little girl trying to do? And I was like, wow, that kick, it was downhill from there. So she hits the floor, tries to run out the ring. The ref is kind of like, yo, you can't run out the ring. Like, you got to fight in here. The Valkyrie walks over, and she's in the ring, and she's like talking smack to the president. And, she's just going ham. She knows she's suspended. She really doesn't care, obviously. And then the gypsy tries to jump on her shoulder, and she, like, flips her off, mounts her, and like, taps her out. I'm going to tell you now, for your debut, you got to be ready to fight.
Oh, yeah.
Just not this girl. Obviously, the Valkyrie is also next level. Like, I'm going to put that because there was, like, a judo arm flip that she kind of gave her earlier. That you could hear her like hit off that mat hard, like little girl, boom, take that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna walk into my ring and think you can just do whatever you want. And for a debut, she got her ass handed to her.
Oh, without a doubt. And for you guys that don't know, the match only lasted 30 seconds. Jolene Valkyrie Hex won this match via submission in 30 seconds in the first round.
And was still talking smack to the president during that 30 seconds.
She was. That's the funny part. Like, I know if I can choose anybody, I'm not gonna let somebody just walk in on me and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm taking this opportunity." Nah, I'm gonna choose who I want and not. Nah.
No thanks.
But after that, actually, with that actually led into the interview with the LFC president. So this is going to be a good one.
So I agree with the Lotus. If hopefully someone tells us that she wants to be called the Lotus or Holly Mai, whichever one. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. I know her full name. I know the nickname and everything else. But I agree with her that you cannot let the inmates run the asylum. And unfortunately, the Valkyrie found a loophole in the way things run. She took advantage. Mm-hmm. But I'm not sure how smart it is to piss off the boss. And let me tell you something. The boss was looking real good, too.
Boss was definitely looking like a boss. That's for...
The boss was looking like a boss. So I was kind of like, all right. Like, and I don't care which one of my bosses see this. I wish one of my bosses looked like that. I've had some rough around the edge bosses.
I couldn't work in this. I couldn't work in that environment. I'd be walking with a hunchback all day and be like, "All right, how you doing, boss? We all right?" No, my back's been hurting me for the past couple of days.
But yeah, no, I like what she said, and I agree with it 100%.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I can't get much off of that. Like you know me. I go against the boss like all the time. So I can't go against Jolene on this one. I can't. I gotta technically side with her on this. But
oh man, here we go.
But if the boss does want to have a sit down chat with me, hey, I'm open to have a conversation.
Listen, this is our first LFC podcast, and you're going against the boss from one of the talents.
Hey, I said that I would have I would do a sit down and talk with her if anything after, like, off camera, like,
That's fair.
I got to keep everything behind the closed doors,
Fair enough.
All right, so that's gonna lead us into the next match of the night. This is gonna be match number 2. It's actually gonna be Agatha the Cannibal Carter versus Bella Inc. This is our girl. We love Bella Inc. I don't think she has a ring name yet, but I'm gonna give her one. It's gonna be called the Goddess. She's gonna be the Goddess Bella Inc. This is what I want to rock with her with. So anytime we promote her or anything, it's gonna be the Goddess Bella Inc.
You also interviewed Bella Inc. as well.
I did. Me and Drake Adams both interviewed Bella Inc. right about a month now. very, very amazing girl. Very like amazing. Like that's all I can say about her. She's just a sweetheart, and she's a great girl. I give her nothing but respect. And I wish her the best with the baby she's about to have. And hope to see her very shortly. She has given us a expected date. She wants to be back. I don't know if she wants us to tell anybody what the expected date is, so I'm not going to say it.
If they want to hear it, go check out the interview.
Exactly. If you want to hear it, she does give you an expected date. I'm excited. I can't wait for it to happen. But Cannibal Carter comes in at 0-1, and the Goddess Bella Inc. comes in at 1-1 before this fight. So, Rob, go ahead and break this fight down for us and let us know how you feel.
So, Chef is going to answer you on how this goes down. And listen, I enjoyed this match. I love the stand up in the beginning of the round one. I thought they went real hard with it. And it led into Bella Inc. literally lifting up Agatha Carter off her feet, slamming her into a turnbuckle. Both of them went to mounts. I do think that round one easily 100% went to Bella Inc. without no biasness. I thought that her mounts were full with a fury of barrage of punches and elbows and everything else, and she had more control over it. And I think the deciding factor was Agatha Carter. Agatha Carter was like, she leaned and she kind of like bit her on the side. And if you watch the interview, she actually brings that up. You know, she did tell you guys about that. And I think that changed the whole dynamic of the fight, because now you're like, you know, what the hell? And yeah, you might have, you know, took a point off or whatever, but it completely changes the whole fight style and tactic. And Agatha Carter actually gets the W with a submission in the second round. And I think that they should re-go over the tape. And if they want to say, hey, you guys have a biasness to Bella Inc., I think you guys already understand when we introduced the second match, how we came off and said our girl Bella Inc. Yeah. So if you didn't catch that, well, sorry, but we're going to stick to Bella Inc. And but Bella Inc. was actually beaten in this match, and that should be accounted for. If anything, make it a draw, not a loss. A loss is a big one.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. The only thing that was even happened to Agatha was a deduction of 1 point when it happened. But what does that really do? She's been known to bite people in matches. Bella Inc. actually brought this up during our interview, saying that she came in with a game plan knowing that she does bite people and stuff like that, but obviously you're not expecting someone that's going to bite you during the match. You can always try and prepare for it, but you never know what's going to happen. With this being her second or more times happening, I know her name is Agatha Cannibal Carter, but, you know, there's no need to bite somebody in the middle of a match or during a match. You know, it's going to throw off your game plan, because now you're worried, like, if I put on this type of move, am I going to be bitten? So I know it's going to sound biased, but it's really not. Like, anybody that you're going to go against, you're going to worry about that then. And I feel that's what happened to Bella. She was going through a different game plan at that point, and she, you know, had to work around being bitten throughout the fight. So unfortunately, she lost via submission in the second round. She lost via submission 1 minute and 15 seconds in the second round, unfortunately. So it actually brings Agatha her first victory in LFC. She goes to 1-1, and Bella Inc. chops up a second loss and goes to 1-2 at this rate.
Before we jump into anything else, let's do an outfit of the night whenever we do it. And I'm going to pick outfit of the night goes to the beautiful Bella Inc., who stayed absolutely patriotic.
All I can say is USA.
God bless America.
The flag was shining bright on that night. That's all I can say. Oh, my goodness. Bella Inc., you definitely won my heart over, and a million other USA people who love the flag. Because,
outfit of the night, baby. Bella Inc.
Definitely wins the outfit of the night. Definitely, without any hesitation.
People might complain and say that it should go to Jolene Hex, but there wasn't much of an outfit.
You could. She's technically not on the card, so you could take that away from her, I guess. Also, Jolene Hex only had a little bit of tape and a thong.
Stickers.
So a little bit of nothing there. But if we're talking outfits, like legit outfits, it would go to Bella Inc.
Boom.
If you want to talk about the last clothing of the night, Jolene Hex wins it hands down. She showed up in pretty much nothing. So we're going to continue on. We're going to have the third fight of the night was Tomoko the Temptress Tajima. I'm going to say your name wrong. I do apologize. I will get it right. I promise you. Because I do have to get another match of yours in because you did walk in on 0-2. So there's 2 more matches. I can definitely get your name right. And she versed Sybil Starr, and she came in at 7-4. So, Rob, let us know how you want to break down this fight.
Yeah, man. So, check it out. Now, I thought this was an all right match. It wasn't that strong to me. I know that Temptress wins by split decision, and it was a good ground game. So that's what I took from it. I literally watched it, and I was like, man, the best part I got about it was a ground game, and the Temptress wins. So that was my take on it. Like I said, I thought it was all right. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I thought it could have been a whole lot better than what it was. Yeah. And I mean, Temptress wins, which is like I guess is a good thing, but it was just a lot of ground game. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's pretty much what the whole fight was. It was mostly Temptress pretty much on top most of the fight and everything else like that. Not very much went on. There was a little bit of stand up, but it was pretty much a 85 to 90% ground game. And this fight did go the distance, and Temptress actually did win this via split decision. So one judge did actually go for Civil Star, but Temptress got my vote. So, like, I don't know. Like, that's how I feel. She dominated most of the fight.
I didn't see Trap Gambino there this time.
Neither did I.
We just interviewed him as well.
We did interview Trap Gambino. I don't know if maybe he was on a LFC29. Maybe. I don't know, because he didn't tell us exactly which LFC he was on. So True. We'll definitely have to figure out which LFC he's on, and we'll definitely point him out and give him a shout out for sure. So yeah, and be ready for that fight between Trap Gambino and his opponent coming here shortly. Definitely can't wait to see that fight. So we're gonna jump into the next fight, and this one is definitely a controversial ending in a way. Pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. It was Lauren the Animal Fogel coming in at 4-3 versus Jesse El Toro Santos coming in at 10-4. So how you want to break this one down, Chef?
You know what? I got Santos dominating the match. I thought that stand up, round, everything in between. I thought Santos just looked so much more. I think she just looked legit. It looked like somebody who had a game plan, who knew how her opponent was going to come off, stuck to it, and executed it to a T. I thought the Santos looked flawless. She did win by a submission, and I'm beating around I don't know if I say bush. Like I was like, it's really hard to. So Lauren the Animal Fogel, or hopefully I'm saying it right. She headbutted Santos in the kitty cat at the end of the fight. Is that a good way of saying it?
I guess if you want to be technical, she Lauren headbutted Jesse in the vagina or the private parts. If you want to make it more, if you don't understand what kitty cat means, if you're too young to understand it, but yeah, she lost via submission, and after the fight, when they were getting ready to get up, she just straight up just like looked and then headbutted. I'm like, and they were cool after the fight. That's what shocks me. I was surprised that they didn't go into a brawl. Because if you do that to a guy, guess what? Once he gets that once he gets the feeling back, it's a fight. Like we don't play around with our private parts like that.
I'm gonna tell you, they might be cool because women, it hurts them too.
Oh, I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. I wouldn't be surprised if it. I mean, I would be surprised if it didn't. You know, like it's a sensitive spot.
I mean, seeing it was like, did that just happen? Like,
yeah, like it threw me off too. I was just like, did you really just headbutt her there? Like, what's the game plan after you lost via submission that you're going to be like in your mind, be like, I'm gonna headbutt her in the vagina right now.
yeah, can you imagine that? Like, if I lose in a submission where my face or my head is in the right position, I'm headbutting her in the kitty cat. Like, it's no question. Like, we got to try to get one of those women on an interview.
Yeah, we got either Lauren the Animal Fogo or we got Jesse El Toro Santos. I'm not gonna lie, if we're going for sure, beautiful Jesse El Toro is definitely the one to go with.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I would really want to get Fogel to ask her that question. Like,
that'd be even better, to be honest, because then we'd actually know why she headbutted her. That'd be perfect.
Yeah, 100%.
That I guess move of the night would go to Lauren the Animal Fogle for the headbutt. Even though it's an illegal move, but I guess that's the move of the night.
Whoa.
But yeah, Jesse El Toro Santos wins the match, as I said, via submission, 34 seconds in the second round, which actually brings her record to a astonishing 11-4, which is pretty difficult, and it drops Lauren to an even 500 of 4-4. I mean, I apologize. Even record of 500, and it brings her to 4-4. Which jumps us straight to the main event for the vacant LFC championship. It was Shay the Fox Mazzato, I hope I said that last name right, versus Monica Flowerbomb Garcia. It was definitely a back and forth match. But I feel Shay definitely dominated most of the fight, definitely, without a doubt. Shay definitely didn't leave any gaps open. She definitely stayed within reaching distance. She didn't really give Monica time to get much in. Monica maybe had not even a round of domination. I don't know.
She lost 2 points too.
Monica did lose 2 points through the fight. She was deducted 2 points throughout the fight. I believe due to illegal. I believe it was due to something. Forgot exactly. I apologize, but it was due to something illegal. And that definitely played a factor. It could have, because with those two going back and forth, but I feel Shay got most of it. But especially Monica losing 2 points throughout this fight definitely turned it against her. Yeah, if she didn't lose those 2 points, we could have came down to maybe a draw. But yeah, those 2 points carry heavily. So we do now. It's
true. Like 2 points when you're in one of these MMA fights or boxing matches or something, that's critical. Like, people don't understand. They hear 2 points and they think that's nothing. 2 points is a lot, especially how close matches are and fights are. You sit there and you're like, oh man, 2 points. That's a hill to try to overcome. I do agree with you that I thought that Shay Fox definitely, regardless of what was coming out on top, she just looked better in this fight, and she deserved it. I mean, it is what it is. I thought Flowerbomb looked pretty good, but I don't think that it was. She needed to be at her best to go against Fox, and Fox just looked way better than Flowerbomb.
Yeah, definitely. These two definitely came in pretty much even on the record sheets as well. Shay came in at a 15-6 record, and Monica came in at a 15-4. So you're pretty dead on with the record and everything. So it could have definitely went either way. It's not like somebody was at a losing record or a close to losing record. Both of these opponents had 15 wins, and pretty much close losses except for two of them. But huge congratulations to Shay the Fox Mazzato for being the new LFC champion. I hope you have a great championship run for sure. But if you ever do go against our girl, the goddess Bella Inc., I got to go against you. I'm sorry. I don't unfortunately see Bella Inc. having a title shot here soon, but we can always hope. You never know. Things change very quickly. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a great fight night. And I'm actually excited to see LFC 27. And most people are gonna probably be like, "Oh no, it's just because you want to see the tits." Honestly, it has nothing to do with that. It's actually great wrestling. It's actually great actual mixed martial arts. And if you go back on our interview with Trap Gambino, he'll actually break it down for you to tell you exactly how it works and everything else like that. I'm not saying how it works because it's not my place. I don't work for them. I'm just in a partnership with them. But all in all, I feel it's great. It gives you a combination of everything you would want. You know, you get a fantasy in there, you get your MMA, you get your wrestling. You know, you can even get your custom match if you want. If you want to put out that type of money, which I'm sure these girls don't mind. But definitely, I'd say match of the night would definitely. Oof. It was a good card.
You're struggling over there.
It's a good card. I'm looking down at the card, and it's like, as I'm reading these notes, it's like, geez, it's a rough one. I would love to say Bella, but I feel the best match of the night was I'd have to go Lauren Fogel and Jesse Santos.
Really? Because I was gonna go with Fox and Flowerbomb.
Yeah, no, I feel Lauren and Jesse definitely held each other's own in the first round. Jesse coming out with a submission in the second round, but they held out pretty well. Other than that, if I'm going bias, I'm going Bella Inc. But yeah, Shay Fox definitely was top notch too.
Listen, when Bella Inc. comes back, it's hashtag Bella Inc. for champ all the time. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna.
All the way.
It is what it is. I mean, listen, we've had the honor to talk to her first, and she, like I said, I had to bail out. I had a lot of craziness on my side, and you and Drake had hold it down, and you guys did an amazing job. But when you have the opportunity to talk to someone, and she was the first person we talked to in LFC, and she was so humble, so nice. You know, she gave us our time, and to be honest with you, when someone is that passionate and that sincere, you have a tendency to follow them and appreciate their career because we've had the opportunity. You know, so obviously we're going to stick with her, and we hope to talk to as many of the females as we can. We love the product, and we just want to promote the product and just be real.
Yeah, no, and I can look back at it when our first interview was with Ty Emery, and that's one of the rumored people to come into the LFC here shortly after this whole craziness happens. That's going to be an amazing thing to see. A former LFL player. She does Muay Thai, she does jiu-jitsu. I still talk to her at this time, and she shows me the stuff she does in training and everything else like that. She's busting her ass, man.
Yeah.
When she comes into the LFC, she's going to be a force to reckon with. I definitely will say that for her.
I'm going to tell you now, I don't care if they put Jolene, the Valkyrie Hex. Ty Emery is going to walk in there and mop her up.
Ty is going to, yeah, she's gonna take this company by storm for sure. When and if she comes in, she's gonna take it by storm without a doubt.
Yeah, because she says she's taking it real serious.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. She's in sparring sessions. She's in all these classes and nonstop. She's in there for hours, hours.
Yeah.
I've actually had I actually got on a video chat with her during a break, and she was just not profusely sweating. She's putting in the work, and I can't wait to see her come in and tear it down.
Facts. So you have your match of the night. We got the outfit of the night. I think we kind of touched on it all. We talked about the boss. Yo, I'm not even going to stunt. We got to get the boss on here.
I hope we can get the boss on here. I hope we can. We got connections for it, man. So
I got some. You know what? When we get off of here, I got, like I said, I just moved, so I got to make the graphics, so it won't be up to date. So when you do see it, you're gonna think it went up to date. But I'm gonna go on my social media, and I'm gonna hit her up, and I'm gonna ask, because when I seen the name, I was like, I've actually had a conversation with this person before.
Have you?
Oh yeah. Oh, no question. I have.
Oh man, if we can get this interview done quick, hey man, this might even come out. This might even come out after the interview.
I had no idea until I watched it and paid attention, and then I was like, oh snap, that person I talked to was her. So I'm gonna go right back and be like, hey, we just did a podcast. You know, we've interviewed Bella Inc. and I'm gonna try to butter it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, but I want to get the boss. I want to get the boss.
With this card, I'll say it right now. I definitely love to get the boss. I'd love to get the new champ, Shay Fox Mazzato. Definitely have to get Lauren the Animal Fogo on there. We gotta see. We gotta see what was in her head at the time. We gotta get Lauren the Animal Head Butter Fogo on here. That's gonna be your new name. And yeah, like we definitely, man. And then we gotta get Agatha on here. We gotta figure out why she's biting people.
You know why I want to get Agatha? I'm a fan of Agatha. Like, because I think it was a few months ago. I had seen she does like body painting.
I remember you showed me that. Yeah,
she did this dope thing with this lace, and I was like, oh, I wonder who did it. But she did her own. Like, she body paints herself. And I went through her Instagram, and her stuff is insane. I mean, I'm a huge Harley Quinn fan. She's got Harley Quinn. She's got some like jungle stuff, some end of the world type. Yo, her stuff is fire. Like, and obviously, you would be the professional one, keeping it in ring and all the good stuff. And I try to keep it all artsy. You know what I mean? Like,
I try and keep it as professional as possible. That's why I even got the polo on today. I was trying to be.
I mean, that's a polo one.
I was trying to be as professional as possible going into this.
If anyone doubts it, go through any of our YouTube stuff, and my man's never rocked a polo. He was like, yo, Jeff, when I do the LFC thing, I'm rocking the polo, I'm getting a haircut. I was like, let's get it popping. You know what I mean? Like,
ever since we started these podcasts, ever since we started the videoing of them, I've always worn a hat because my hair was never on point, and I won't say I didn't care, but it's like I just dressed like casual, like where I was just like relaxing. But I wanted to make this first ever LFC event special. So I'm digging the look of the polo and everything with the haircut and everything. You might just see me start rocking this from here on out, but I might just save it for LFC. We never know.
Listen, my man's talking to me and Drake Adams earlier, right? We're doing a video thing. We talk.
Yeah.
He hits me up. He's like this. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing? He's like, hold up. And he's like, yo, you got that open spot now. He don't say yo and stuff. I talk like that. He's like, yo, he's calling his haircut guy. Everyone's got a guy. So Crook is calling his haircut guy. And he's like, yo, I need that. I'm about to do a podcast later, doing the first show. Like, yo, you got to open up, da-da-da. So his man, I don't know what his man is saying. I can't hear over the phone. So his man is saying whatever. He's like, yo, guys, I got to bounce. I'll be back in a half hour. Let's get it popping. We're like, I bet. So the haircut guy, he opens up so he can come here and do the polo with the haircut. Yo, it's insane.
I actually had to drive over. He actually let me come over to his house. I actually spent a little bit extra money to get the haircut and everything in. I was just like, bro, like, we're going in on this. I'm like, I want to look as official as possible. Like last night, for the past couple of nights, I should say, I've been watching these fights back repeatedly to make sure I got all my information straight down. I got my information correct. Like, I went back a couple times to see what type of moves were being used. I went all out. I will be honest with you. I went all out for this one. I normally don't even write notes. I just come off the top of the head. Like you can see, like on the podcast, like you'll even see me just straight talking. I actually went out of my way, and actually, I know it's not professional, I know it's not professional. I wrote it down on a board, like a little paper thing, but like I wrote down notes to like figure, like show you, like who won, the time of the fights, like how, like in what round it ended, like how much time in that round went by. Like I went like UFC style type breaking it down to show how official and how real I wanted to make this. And then I did I did go a little biased, and I did a little heart on Bella Ink's name, as you can see there. I actually wrote a little heart there. So Bella Ink, that's for you.
So, will you be open to say that we're gonna have the best LFC podcast in LFC?
Without a doubt,
No question.
hands down. Only person that can really go against us is Larkin, but Larkin, we coming. Like we coming hard. Hey, Larkin, like they said, if you can't beat them, join them. You can always join the crew, bro. Like you're family to us. We always talk to you. You know, like we got you in a personal chat as well. So if you want to join the family, I would love to have a 3-way podcast for the LFC, because at that rate, if you're not getting just 2 serious people. Like Larkin is part of LFC pretty much. So you're getting hands down at that point the very, very best of LFC podcasting.
Facts. So I think we covered everything, my brother.
I think we did, man. So I'm not even gonna plug myself. I'm not gonna plug myself on this one. I just wanted to show that I was serious on this podcast, and I want to like be serious with the LFC. So I'm not even gonna plug myself on this one.
You know what? The only thing I'm gonna plug is at LFC MMA, which is their Instagram. At LFC MMA, I believe, is the same for their Twitter. And then you have the lingerie. I think it's fc.com.
I believe it's lingeriefc.com to get their actual website. But I'm sure if you type in lingerie fighting championship, you'll get on Google the actual thing. But I'm for sure it's lingeriefc.com.
And I'm gonna tell you, y'all better cop these shirts out there. Look at that, man. Like, I'm outside, I'm going to all the stores, I'm looking fresh out there. People like, yo, what's that? I was like, yo, Google it. You know what I'm saying? Like, go Google it.
Cool.
I'm just honest, like.
All right. But yeah, that's like I said in the beginning. This is not going to be just one and only and one and done. That's not what we're about. We're actually going to go all the way through. We're actually going to take time out. We're actually going to go through all the LFCs, and we're going to break them down. We're going to show you how serious we are of doing this, and I can't wait to break down. Next one will be LFC28. Is going to be the next one, so be ready for that one. It should be coming out probably next week, following couple days, whichever when. Never know. So we're gonna bring it. We're gonna bring them out like crazy. We're gonna shotgun these things.
It'll be definitely weekly.
I don't think I should say shotgunning right now. I don't know if that's a good thing at the moment.
No. Like, you know what? On that note, we're out of here. Like Vladimir, peace.